County SC returning home to the friendly confines of Championship Soccer Stadium following the ending of their 7-match unbeaten streak today, trying to get it started again against Portland Timbers 2. Today's match presented by CISOshare. Thinking cybersecurity for your business? Think CISOshare. I'm Chris McCovic alongside me, Bruce Silverman, as we look over Irvine to California, and today's keys to the match brought to you by Kimco Staffing Services, changing lives one job at a time. Kimco, expect higher result. Bruce, take us through them.
OC, their manager, wants to see a very solid first 15 minutes. They need to be organized. They need to stay out of card trouble on set pieces. Look for Quinn and Forrester to get things started. T2 wants to take advantage of an undisciplined team in OC. That may change tonight. They had a very good week of practice, and they know they need to stay out of card trouble.
Those again brought to you by Kimco Staffing Services. Forrest Langsdorff for the away side is our player to watch. The Vancouver, Washington native, 4-year Stanford star.
Smart player. He's played 11 games on the season, 4 goals, 2 assists, just under 1,000 minutes. He is going to be the target man for T2.
Yeah, he'll be up at the top of this 5-back formation we'll see in just a few moments with the starting lineup. On the other side, Aiden Quinn, he's going to be our pro sport player to watch today.
A lot of experience in Quinn. Big body, at least tall, on the thin side, but has a tremendous amount of experience. Played a year ago with FC Cincinnati.
And he likes to float around that midfield a lot in this formation. He has 5 goals in the back of the net this season, but likes to create those chances. Second on the team in that category with 20, along with his 3 assists, of course. He's our pro sport player to watch as we get set for the matchup. Orange County SC hosting Portland Timbers 2. 2 teams battling for playoff position early on the season on the table. It's all coming up next, right here on ESPN+.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday.
Try New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
Take a mile. Just like that.
Goal! Orange County. Oh, it's a world-class goal from Orange County.
Welcome back here in the Championship Soccer Stadium. Tonight's match brought to you by CISOshare. Thinking cybersecurity for your business? Think CISOshare. And as the players progress into the stadium, we'll take a look at our starting 11s presented by Adidas, official merchandise supplier of Orange County SC. We start with Portland Timbers 2, and Bruce, this formation graphic speaks for itself.
No, it really does. I mean, 5 in the back, 3 in the middle, 2 up top. They're on the road, taking on a team that is very good at home and just would be very happy to get out of here with 1 point.
Yeah, all 4 of Orange County's wins this season have come at home. They just have not been able to find 3 points on the road, so certainly happy to be back in Southern California. On the other side, Orange County, after the last few matches, they've lost a few players due to yellow card accumulation and red cards. Now, certainly feeling a bit better that they can find that consistency out there.
Pretty much everybody available for Brandon Cloutier. For me, Seton up top. He is only 22 years old, but it seems like he has been playing this game since he was in diapers. And for me, that's the player to watch. Overall, on this team, it is really about staying organized, being aggressive, moving forward, and it's going to be hard. Those first 15 minutes that their manager wants to see, it's all about breaking through that five-man back line. So early in this match, look for punch, counter punch, and look for OC to try to find a way to break through a lot of people standing in front of their keeper.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Cloutier this week about finding that balance between being aggressive and also conceding fouls. The team is second in the entire league in fouls conceded, and we'll see how much that plays a factor in tonight's match. Off we are and running here in Irvine, California, Championship Soccer Stadium. Orange County SC has been impressive at home so far this season. 14 of their 19 points at home, a 4-1-2 record. So certainly trying to pounce on that as they head towards a playoff push in the second half of the season. Ball sent in there, high cross, and that'll fly through the box and to the far side, and looks like that's going to barely just stay in play. Service into the box, headed away and cleared, and Portland trying to tap onto possession.
Good first possession for OC to take it all the way down the pitch and find the lanes to pass through.
Nice through ball down the left flank. That'll be knocked out of play, and here comes our injury report today, sponsored by the Hogue Orthopedic Institute. And as you can see, Christian Duke still about a week or two out from returning to the squad full-time, according to Coach.
Yeah, and they miss him. They really do. I think that he'll be a big upgrade to the team when he is available. He certainly has been magic for them in the past. Amico put it out of play, so this corner coming up, and already 2 minutes in and a set-piece opportunity.
It'll be Wharton on the end of this one. And a foul called inside the box as the service came in, and it will be a free kick to the home side. And Orange County some breathing room here.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You got your first scoring opportunity, and you're trying to crash in. Need to be a little bit more patient on that opportunity now for OC to take another trip down.
The two meetings last season between these two squads, coming through with a 2-2 draw and a 3-2 win for Orange County at Portland. So overall, 9 goals in 2 matches combined between these two squads. So certainly we might be in for an offensive output in this game. Vinicius takes it in, puts it across, and tipped just wide. Late tackle, and it's going to be a goal kick though.
Yeah, that was a dangerous challenge there at the end. Almost a goal, and great ball movement all the way through. Long distance pass and a great cut in right here. A lot of patience to get inside, and just couldn't find the back of the net wide right.
Yeah, good little touchdown with the chest, upper body area, and nearly finding a chance early on, but instead back to Portland here on this goal kick.
Seton just a little bit hobbled coming out of that one, but 2 trips down the pitch for OC. Both times are able to find space to get it into the middle. They're going to like their chances if they continue to play that way.
Orange County SC will be hosting Club Tijuana's first team, the Cholos, from Liga MX for an international friendly on Thursday, June 27th at 7 p.m. Join us as we host our neighbors to the south at Championship Soccer Stadium. Tickets start at $10 and are on sale now at orangecountysoccer.com/promotions. Orange County taking it out of the back here, getting back possession from Portland. Portland 30 goals this season as an offense, tied 4th in the entire league.
2 trips down the pitch for each team, and 2 times breaking through to the 18. This may be more like a tennis match than a football match in terms of going side to side.
And we saw already a 5-back for Portland starting the match, so to be seen, but already it seems like more of a transitional counterattack from Portland as they're away from their home confines here today.
Yeah, Portland, as we talked about earlier, with 5 in the back, really would be happy to get out of here with a single point. for Orange County, they really want to get back on track. They've got 2 league games in a row and then that friendly that you just talked about. So 3 at home and opportunities for them to pick up a lot of points, and that's a great takeaway right there by Kobayashi.
Taken back by the Timbers. They're on an unbeaten streak, of their own. 5 matches, 2-0-3 over that stretch. And maybe the issue for Orange County right now, they're only sitting 19 points on the table. Despite a 7-match unbeaten streak, they were just 2-0-5 on that stretch.
Well, it's good to get draws, better to get wins. But a win today just vaults them right into a playoff position. And the West is really jammed up right now in terms of the middle of the table.
Yeah, between 8th and 14th place in the Western Conference, separated by just 3 points. So massive either way. And Portland right in the playoff hunt in the upper section of the table, looking to maybe get some back against El Paso and Phoenix at the top as this rolls out of play for a goal kick.
Both teams right now making trips down the pitch. What they aren't being is incredibly precise when they get into the final third. Great to have that build-up, but if you can't string together the passes to be able to challenge the keeper, it's really all for naught.
That's exactly what Coach Cloutier is looking for, and he mentioned to us really multiple times on our phone call this week, consistency, finding that chemistry back, and that's really the difference between last season's regular season Western Conference champion squad and this time around. So far to this point, last season through 15 games, they had only 4 losses. That's where they're at right now, but the difference was 4 of their games were wins instead of draws, and obviously that's going to give you some more points. It would have been 27 points at this point last season.
Also a big difference between last season and this season. They did not have injuries. They did not have discipline issues a year ago. This year, injuries and discipline problems. Probably a combination of the both and one leading to another.
Portland building forward. Good tackle in the end. And it's brought back to McLean in goal. Hashimoto getting the stop there in the midfield.
You know, for OC in this game, they want to start playing the way that they know they're capable of playing. They just haven't been able to do that. And tonight is a great opportunity against a very solid T2 team to go out, take advantage of playing at home, take advantage of playing in front of your own fans. And if they can get the 3 points tonight, vault them into the playoff position, you know, Coach really thinks he can really turn the season around with this match.
Coming up ahead, it's Smith working to the far side of the field, right in front of the County Line Coalition. Knock it off to Wharton. Service into the box now, looking for the header, and nothing coming from Langsdorff. He'll be settled down on the offsides flag. The Sports Clips 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You choose the matchups you want to see for the schedule that works for you. Plans start at just $95 per seat. Pick one up at orangecountysoccer.com. Orange County moving back out of their own half. Trying to break down this Portland defense coming into this match now. Up 7 goals in the last 5 matches. Vinicius has found some good movement on that right wing, but a good tackle in the end by Miller. A look ahead down the field.
Yeah, that's difficult. You're trying to flirt down the line right there. The line actually playing as a defender. And then you get your pocket nearly picked once, setting up well for a slide tackle deep in that opportunity zone. And for OC, they have to find ways to keep their passes a little bit shorter. Their passes right now going vertical, very much taking advantage of long distance. They need to go right there, perfect example, and that's the disadvantage of going long distance, is it's much easier for Smith to pick it up and shut down the opportunity.
Smith, former UCLA player, winning the foul there against Vinicius. He's really opened things up on that right wing. Michael Seaton at the top of the formation for now. The Jamaican settling in after being suspended due to yellow card accumulation. One of the few players that Orange County has really been missing these last few matches, as it's taken in the midfield by Portland.
And that's difficult because Seaton is such an offensive firebrand, and you see the opportunities that he can make with his feet.
Little through ball to Vinicius, tight angle for him. Gets the ball up into the edge of the far side of the box. They'll have to hunt for it, but it's headed out of play in the end for Portland.
Seton there on that exchange, probably a little too selfless as he was really flirting around the 18. He was trying to get it to that favorite foot and be able to turn on it. The opportunity wasn't there, and he had to push it out wide.
The Ghanaian Contour taking the throw in. Deep one into the box, headed up by Hume. Top of the box now, looking for the chance, lets it go, but sails into the late evening.
Touch was a little too heavy. There was a situation where Forrester probably should have gone with the one touch and blasted it home. Instead, he settled it down. It went a little bit too far to the right for him. He wasn't able to get well under, he actually got well under it, wasn't able to kind of swing through it.
Forrester starting in all matches this season for Orange County, a key figure, despite everything going around with injuries in this club. Taking the goal kick now in his second straight start is Ivicic, the Slovenian. Ball barely stays in play there at the end line, but a good stop by Orange County.
For Orange County, they just need to find ways to shorten up their passes. It's slowing things down, and it's giving the defense an opportunity to get involved in shutting down the attack.
Brought down by Seton. Out of play, it'll be a throw-in for Orange County. The second edition of the 2019 405 Derby will take place at Championship Soccer Stadium on Saturday, June 29th, when OCSC takes on their rival, LA Galaxy 2. All kids in attendance will receive a free beach towel. For tickets, visit orangecountysoccer.com/promotions. Orange County in the final third, through ball here, looking to stay in play, but the offsides flag looks to be up.
Yeah, difficult opportunity there, just caught a little too many steps. Better ball movement, but what's happening is they're floating down that line, and the defensive numbers between the back line of 5 and the middle 3 are really jamming up on those sidelines and really taking away the opportunity for OC to move the ball at will.
Forrester lines into this one, deep downfield. Seton after it, but it's going to be handled pretty well. And out of play, Contour back with the throw, and taking care of business there was Despay. Gets the start here today at one of the center back spots. This is 5th of the season. Twelfth minute here from Championship Soccer Stadium, 0-0 between Portland Timbers 2 and Orange County SC. Sort of a 2-game homestand for the home side here in the USL Championship.
It's starting to sound like a broken record, but there's opportunities for OC to move the ball station to station, keeping it on the floor, but you see really trying to blast through, and that one out of the legs of Facetious, and that ends all of those opportunities. They have an opportunity, if they're a little bit more patient, to work on the build-up, and good things will happen. They've had their opportunities, but those long distance passes, unless they're on a dime, shuts down the movement.
And really, that's the question. How do you break down this defensive-sided Portland team visiting you? Is it on the ground or trying to bash through them in the air?
Well, what's happening is these long distance passes give the defense, look at how many white kits are around. You've got to outrun them, and then you got to find a way to get it through. But in that opportunity, and I think this might stay where it is. Nope, goal kick coming up. The problem is when you're going down and you're by yourself and you're surrounded by 3 other kids of an opposite color, it makes it very difficult to cross. And when you do, you're not able to keep it in play like just happened. If they slow things down, I think they'll be in better shape. Coach talked about it. He wants a consistent team. He has seen inconsistency so far. And the other part of it is, in addition to the inconsistency, they're playing off of a game a week ago that the manager said was their worst performance of the season. So it's a little bit of a confidence thing. Right now, 14th minute, he wanted to be solid through the first 15 minutes. OC's been the better team through the first 14 minutes, but they have been inconsistent. They need to turn that around. They need to find the consistency, and the confidence is going to come from better buildups.
And Orange County SC, as Bruce mentioned, 3-0 loss at Phoenix last week, and it started with an own goal from Kevin Alston, who's not in the 18 this evening. Really just a dampening match here, as they had that 7-match unbeaten streak, but to a point, really, they needed some wins, and that really deflating one, and leads perfectly well into a 2-match homestand where they can really turn things around, and as you mentioned, Bruce, really climb up the table as well.
You know, right now, OC is moving the ball, but they're not moving the ball at will. They're getting pressure on defense, but what they're not facing right now is they're not really having to defend at all. Ball is being sent back, but it's being controlled by the orange kits. Right now, they need to take advantage of that. If they know through the first 15 minutes that Portland is going to be very satisfied sitting back and relaxing, they need to play, and there's another opportunity that goes amiss because the ball is sent out of play. Portland is going to be satisfied with a 0-0 draw the way that they came out. OC needs to be a little bit more efficient on the passing. They need to find the lanes. Right now, they're trying to do it down the wings. They should keep Portland honest by trying to work into the middle. At least let Portland know we can come at you from the left, from the right, and the middle. That will keep them honest in terms of the way they want to defend.
Good tackle stepping up there by Orange County, and they'll work it out of the back. Here they are working it up the middle, but now trying the right flank. As Trotter will flick this over the top. Venetius has found some room at times so far in the first 16 minutes. We'll slide this across centrally. Forster there, but this one high bending ball well off target.
Yeah, Quinn on that one. Another ball that he should have wrangled in a little bit more efficiently and planted that right foot to be able to sweep through with the left. The plant was hips open, and he put the ball exactly the way he was lined up.
OCSC group tickets are a great way to enjoy an evening of soccer with your community. Save up to 50% off single game prices when you schedule a group of 10 or more. Ask about game experiences and group leader incentives. Contact us at orangecountysoccer.com. Down the right flank, no one there in a white kit, and it's back to McLean and Orange County. And we thought Portland would come out and really bunker in for a 0-0 draw, and that's what it's been so far. All Orange County other than that early attack in about the 3rd minute.
Yeah, it really has. Possession arrow has definitely gone in favor of the home team. They've been very efficient, moving the ball from the middle into the final third. It's the final third that they need to break down. You talked about the ball movement in the middle. When I was talking about keeping them honest, was ball movement, and there's another one of those long distance passes that's just not on the mark. When they get into the final third, they need to be moving the ball through the middle.
Good ball down the right flank. Sarakowski through. Leonardo almost an own goal, but McLean's there for the stop. It was a good, dangerous cross there for Portland.
Great counter by Portland. All starts with this long ball over the top, timed perfectly. And then that nice centering pass. Good defense. The problem for De Silva was that he didn't stop it. And if it's not for McLean jumping back on it, this is a 1-0 game. That would have been one of those devastating goals that would have put OC in a bind, because Portland's really, with the exception of that one play, Portland's really not trying to score right now. So they're only going to take the opportunities that are given to them, and that opportunity on the counter was nearly very costly.
The funny thing is, that's exactly how the own goal against Phoenix happened last week. Dangerous cross in the box, and also trying to make the stop, but just volleys it into the back of the net. Portland right back on the counterattack, bringing numbers ahead.
Yeah, right now, OC, because they've been able to possess the ball the way they have and been able to move vertical the way that they have been, they're playing a very, very high back line. That is something that Portland has noticed. They're trying to take advantage of.
Miller takes it in. At least for now, Portland settling into a 4-back. Switching up looks as we move deeper into the match. Through ball up ahead. It's offsides anyway as Langsdorff went after it. McLean was all over it.
OC trying to find a way to break down this Portland offense, but what Portland is able to do is find the passing lanes, because right now, OC on defense, because they haven't played that much defense so far in this game, are kind of spread out. They're not bunkered, and they're not as well defined as they need to be. Nice dummy.
A nice look there by Seton. Forrester right back to him. Vinicius cutting around. No one there to really help him, as Wharton will get the tackle and interception.
A heavy touch there, and good defense on his part just to slow everything up, because what Portland is going to do throughout this evening, or at least through the first 45 minutes before they go into the dressing room, is they're only going to move forward on what OC gives them.
Portland back in possession. Check out the new OCSC merchandise arrivals for 2019, including new authentic jerseys players are wearing by Adidas at orangecountysoccer.com. Portland playing with a bit more possession than they have been in the first 15 minutes, but giving the ball straight away to Seton. Yes, Trotter to his left. That's exactly where he'll go, but a good stop there by Wharton.
Yeah, Trotter needs to wrangle that one in. That was a heavy touch and a wasted opportunity down the pitch for OC. Good pickup.
The ball is stopped there. Right back to Trotter. Well, that was really the perfect moment to see the disconnect between really the high line and the midfield right now. If they're not bashing through them, they can't really find those passes right now. Wharton's been making a few tackles out there.
Last couple of trips down the pitch, OC has been a little bit more compact in the way that they move. Passes have been a little bit shorter, but they're just not as precise as they need to be.
Ball over the top down the right flank. They've tried this a few times, but once again goes out of play past Vinicius.
I don't think Vinicius has the speed to catch up with some of these passes. And again, they're spraying it right, they're spraying it left. Try going down the middle. You're able to possess the ball. Take the opportunities that Portland's giving you. Right now, you would not think that Portland is playing with as many people in the back as they are. And that's a conversation right now that Cameron Knowles is having with his defense. He's got to have that back line not give the opportunities. It is actually OC right now that are kind of beating themselves. If they were to be a little bit more precise and be a lot more consistent, and that was a word that the manager, Cloutier, used. Be consistent. The consistency has not been there in their passes and in their buildups. If they find that consistency, this could be a very big night for the home club.
Orange still knocked this somehow all the way down along the right flank, out of play, goal kick coming. Orange County SC will be hosting Club Tijuana's first team, the Cholos, from Liga MX for an international friendly on Thursday, June 27th at 7 p.m. Join us as we host our neighbors to the south at Championship Soccer Stadium. Tickets start at $10 and are on sale now at orangecountysoccer.com/promotions. 0-0 here in the 23rd minute as Portland intercepts it right back on those small passes by the Orange County forwards.
That last pass went right past Quinn, where that's where the pass should have gone to Quinn, and they'd still be in possession of the ball. Instead, picked off.
Headed on there by Smith. Running onto it now is Kobayashi, the former Orange County SC player.
Kobayashi playing almost as a home match.
Seton trying to hold up the ball, knocked away. Looks like he'll get back to it. Late tackle, he hopped right over it. Forrester takes it in. Knocked out of play, throwing coming for Orange County. Beautiful day here at Championship Soccer Stadium, 73 degrees and 57% humidity.
Pretty much an ideal early evening here in Southern California.
Hashimoto, service out wide right, but again, Vinicius gives up the ball on the right flank. Kobayashi trying to make the move, but instead is taken back by Amico.
Vinicius has to just wrangle that one in a little bit faster. It was given up a little too easy. Maybe he can redeem himself here.
Brazilian will have another go at it here. Smith meets him and takes the ball right back, his second interception. Contour after this one, and he'll knock it on back with Hume in the back line.
Opportunity for OC to just take their time. They've got the space. That pass had a little too much pace on it to Seaton that he had to knock it back.
Hashimoto, nice service to the left side. Contour in there, headed up by Forrester. He's taken 3 shots so far in this match, all 3 well off target.
Yeah, that one, it was actually Quinn on the header, and he headed it right in the direction that his body was facing. There was no flick of the head on that one, but a great service right on target. But Quinn just heads it exactly where he's looking. He's got to angle that head to the right to challenge the keeper.
Aiden Quinn, our pro sport player to watch. It's a good chunk of opportunities so far, but all 4 of Orange County's shots have been off target here in the early going, 26th minute.
Yeah, the opportunities have been there. If you look at this match from different angles, one, the opportunities are there. That's what you want to see. But there could be a lot more opportunities if they're just more patient with the ball. They get to that edge of the middle and the final third, and they decide, got to go long distance. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Forrester moves the ball up ahead, right side of the box, settled down by Seaton. Sends it in there, knocked away. Trotter actually there, trying to win it back. But again, there, whether it's Hashimoto or Forrester, they get to the center of the field there across midfield. Seems like they just want to work the flanks, and that's about it.
Oh, that's why I said earlier, if they can find a way to at least try to work their way through the middle, it just shows the defense, hey, look, we're going to go and we're going to use the entire pitch.
There comes Quinn. Touched there by the keeper, Ivacic, and he'll get some help from his defenders.
Good save there to stop all the momentum, but right now, OC right back on it.
Here comes the home side. Forrester, little through ball ahead. Vinicius almost there, but cleared up and away and out of play. The Sports Clips 5-game flex plan is the perfect ticket program for your busy schedule. You choose the matchups you want to see for the schedule that works for you. Plans start at just $95 per seat. Pick one up at orangecountysoccer.com. Hashimoto up ahead centrally. There's Trotter, works it to the right flank with Vinicius. Nico. Forrester, through ball there, but stopped immediately by Miller. And it's back to Portland. Left flank, Kobayashi. Cuts around, ball in there, but right into the arms of McLean.
Yeah, Kobayashi really thought that he had a teammate that was going to be able to run on that ball. But what Portland is doing really well is on the counter.
Seaton on the run. His shot would have been wide, but offsides is the call on the forward.
But there was a situation where the ball was in the middle on the build-up and an opportunity to score once again for Seaton. I'm not sure about that offside, unless the offside was off camera, which it may very well have been. Seaton was onside in that situation.
Ivacic will send this down the field. Second offsides call on Orange County in this match. Play it on back to McLean, and he'll bat it back downfield. Pay kept it alive up ahead off of Sarakowski, and now they'll work it centrally. Testing the left flank now with Smith.
Portland's pass is a lot more on the money than OC at this point. If OC can learn a lesson from T2 in terms of the way to move the ball around, then they're really going to be in better shape. This is the most possession that we have seen Portland have since the game started.
Yeah, Portland overall just an efficient offense and in possession, of course. They're tied for first across the league in shot conversion rate at 22%. Not an ideal pass, but Smith wins it back to Miller, and Portland back in possession.
30 minutes into this game, and OC's been the better team, but they have nothing to show for it. And as this game goes on, Portland's going to be more in a position to not only come out of this game with a point, but with 3 points, unless OC can start to take advantage of their possession and their opportunities.
4 shots for Orange County, none on target as Vinicius goes after this one. Ivacic's right there, and the Slovenian will pick it up.
Once again, Vinicius just doesn't have the speed to run onto these balls. They're either past him and picked off by the defense or the keeper, or they're put out of play. They've got to find ways to get him the ball, but get it at his feet so he can move with it rather than run onto it.
Portland trying to stretch out Orange County here. And a pretty clear foul there by Trotter.
The one thing that I will say for OC right now is going into this game, discipline was an issue. They are disciplined in terms of their fouls. They need to be more disciplined in terms of their passing. But so far, the physicality that has gotten them in trouble in games past has been avoided.
Yeah, we talked about that, finding that balance between being aggressive in play and having good competition, and then giving up those fouls. Obviously, they lead the entire USL Championship in yellow cards with 38 entering the weekend, and obviously that's not ideal, and that's where you end up with red cards, yellow card accumulation suspensions, and that's what's really hurt them the last few matches. Ball out of play, and it will stay with Portland as Kobayashi takes it in and over to Smith.
A great opportunity right now for build-up for Portland if they want to take advantage of it.
This play almost caught up in the trap with Forrester. Down the left side, targeting Kobayashi. Gets it to the box, end line, deflected by Amico, and Orange County back in possession.
The last touch by Portland, so OC will throw it in. You talk about the ball possession of OC, and what they were really hoping for was to possess better than they have in games past. They have done that. What they're having a problem with is fighting to get on the ball, because they're putting themselves in a position where they have the ball. Some of their passing are putting those forwards and those midfielders that are trying to get into the final third, they're fighting to keep the ball. That's something that OC needs to work on. Station to station, more possession-oriented football is going to do them well.
Offsides on Orange County once again, the 3rd time in the match.
And those are those unforced errors that start to really weigh on you, because there's no reason for it. I mean, look at where this offside was. This offside wasn't even in the final third.
Not sure what the situation is.
I think we have a player down.
Exactly. And towards the box and in the final third. As it is Forrester that is down, a key player obviously in the midfield. Former youth player with Watford and Aston Villa. Has started in all matches this season.
Yeah, they're going to work on that left leg. And he has been someone who has been very, very active throughout this game, and has been very efficient in the way that he has worked himself into the final third. It's amazing. It doesn't matter what team, it doesn't matter what league, it doesn't matter what country. Teams tend to freeze up when they get into the final third. There's just something about it that when they have the opportunity to score, they start spraying the ball all over the place. And we've seen that with OC. They've gone left, they've gone right, they've gone over the top. The one thing they haven't done is put it on frame and challenge the keeper. It is something that drives managers nuts. Anytime you have an opportunity to talk to a manager when teams have struggled, where they've taken a lot of shots, but you look at shots and shots on target, and the number is vastly different. That's the statistic that tells a manager we're efficient in moving the ball down the pitch, but we don't want to score goals. And right now, OC falls into that category.
Forrester up and moving on the far side. We'll see if he can stay in the match. Looks like he's going to give it a go at least. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Forrester there, walking on the far side. Good to see him up and moving after going down. The second edition of the 2019 405 Derby will take place at Championship Soccer Stadium on Saturday, June 29th, when OCSC takes on their rival, LA Galaxy 2. All kids in attendance will receive a free beach towel. For tickets, visit orangecountysoccer.com/promotions.
Forrester back on the pitch, and that's good news for OC.
Ball over the top, Langsdorff is there, but that already the 7th combined offsides call between these two teams.
It just means that both teams are trying to be a little too aggressive, leaning a little too much. It also means that the timing is just not there. And that is something that both of these teams are going to want to take advantage of. OC a little bit more than Portland, because Portland's really just taking what they're getting. But with OC, it's all a timing issue because their buildup is much different. The offensive possession by OC is about being vertical. And for Portland, it's all about the counter.
Hashimoto once again giving away the ball over the top. And back to Portland, who's seen more and more possession as this first half has gone on. Miller, Costa Rican international, takes it in. Over 50 caps for Costa Rica in his career. Pressure from Trotter, but bashed downfield by Ivacic. Ivacic, as I said before, just seeing his second star of the season for Portland Timbers 2, has been dealing with a stress fracture for the better part of this first half of the season. As Hashimoto plays this back and saving it before it goes out of play is McLean, and he just has to tap it out for a corner kick for Portland.
Yeah, that was the type of play that will just have a manager pulling their hair out. And here, look, total possession, feeling a little bit of pressure, feeling pressure from behind as Wharton was coming in, and Kobayashi puts his keeper in a very difficult position. Heads up, smart play by McLean to give up the corner.
Second corner kick of the match for Portland. We'll go the short route on this one in the 38th. Service in there, knocked up into the air. McLean after it, and he'll grab it just before the end line. And it's in the safekeeping for Orange County.
Yeah, tense moments right now for Orange County, as they need to be a little bit sharper now on all parts of the ball. And sometimes when your defense doesn't really have to play all that much in a game, you have a tendency to have those mental lapses, and that's certainly something that you saw Hashimoto have in that situation. But now we've seen 2 times already in this half, Hashimoto sending it back and McLean having to give up a corner. And we also saw a play earlier in the first half where it was almost an own goal.
Exactly, so it's been from top to bottom, finding that chemistry. So Orange County now will work the right flank. Over the top, Venetia's after this one, battling Smith, knocks it into the air and back to himself. Tips it on, ball floating through the top of the box, and nothing coming for Orange County.
Well, credit to Venetia's to come in and try to not only keep the play alive and get it into the middle, but he ran all the way across to the right to try to get the ball back. Player down, play on.
Yeah, Timbers will keep going with one of their men down. As he is up and moving, as I believe that is Wharton that went down. Key holding midfielder, especially in possession. Stolen right back by Orange County.
But you look at the mass of players that you had just a moment ago before the ball went back. You had about 8-9 players all bunched up together. It almost looked like when you go out and watch the kids play on the weekends, and it's just, you know, kill the man with the ball. that is basically what we just had. There were about 5 kids of each color all surrounding the ball. Neither team was able to take advantage, but here comes Portland. Well, they pull up the brakes once again. It has been Portland on the counter versus the buildup of OC.
Once again, Portland will work some possession here. So at 45% overall in this match as we enter the 40th minute.
Portland will be very happy to go into the locker room without conceding a goal, and they'll be happy if they don't get a goal. As long as they're tied up when they go into the locker room, they feel that they've done their job. When they get into the locker room, and you're now talking about Cloutier and his team, it's really going to be about missed opportunities and some mental lapses that could have very well have put them in the locker room down 2-0.
And it's understandable as well for Portland to be dealing with the match in this way. They have 3 matches, including this one in the next 8 days, including ending the week in a match against Phoenix, who's arguably the hottest team in the USL Championship at this moment.
Oh, they've been playing phenomenally well, and certainly OC knows that with the 3-0 defeat last time out. You know, this is certainly a 45, and we're not there yet, but it's certainly a first half that Orange County can build on and call upon a lot of things that they did well. They need to finish their opportunities, and that's something they just haven't been able to do so far.
Quinn takes the ball in, but will knock it right back out. Some good short possession ahead for Orange County. Good run by Contour down the left flank. Tries to put it across him, will step back, put it in. Seaton flicks it on, but over the crossbar and out of play.
But those are really hard crosses to make. You're working down that sideline. You're trying to find it to the left foot so that you can cross. And by the time you get to a point where you want to cross, you're double teamed.
Yeah.
And that really cuts down the angle, which creates something where you know that Seaton is available, but when you just can't get the ball perfectly to Seaton, you see Seaton trying to flick it on almost with a back heel at that point.
Ivacic will send this down the field. Orange County winning the ball initially, but then brought down by Miller. Kobayashi left flank. Out of play, and it will stay with Portland. OCSC group tickets are a great way to enjoy an evening of soccer with your community. Save up to 50% off single game prices when you schedule a group of 10 or more. Ask about game experiences and group leader incentives. Contact us at orangecountysoccer.com. Big deflection out of play as Miko will win this throw-in.
And there's just, you know, a wasted opportunity. When you throw it in, you throw it right to your opponent. That's never a good situation. Ball gets back, so dodging the bullet is OC. There's been a lot of unforced errors by OC throughout the first half. Those are things they need to eliminate as well.
Ignatius flicks it on, but to no one as it's taken on in the back by Anguiano. And it's taken in by his keeper. Dispay will look ahead as we tick towards stoppage time here. Just 2 minutes of his first half remaining before that.
This has been a relatively clean first half, so if we have, at this point, if we have a minute of stoppage time, it's going to be a lot.
We had Forrester going down. That was about it so far this first half.
And even that was relatively quick.
Leonardo to Hume. 5 shots so far for Orange County, 1 for Portland. Chance at the break here.
And that was a ball that should have been wrangled in. Played heavy in the turnover.
We see in these moments too where there's a chance maybe to find some lanes transition, but then one of the holding midfielders for Portland takes it on back. So certainly they're just trying to work some possession, move it up the field, and see what they can get.
Portland's going to go into the locker room, and basically the conversation by Knowles and company is going to be just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, we came here to get a point, and Orange County is not doing anything to us right now that's going to change that.
Seaton. Quinn back to Seaton. Tried to flick it ahead and barrels through. Amico keeps it up ahead. Vinicius wide open on the right flank. Cuts it towards the end line. Puts it across and it sails wide of the far post. And out of play for a corner kick.
First time that the Portland keeper has had to do anything other than to kick it away. This is a good individual effort here. Gets it to the right foot. Was trying to go far post. Just ran out of real estate.
Corner kick brought to you by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now at 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel. Forster will take this one into the box. Headed up by Smith and cleared by Miller. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming. Contra the chance and saved by Ivacic.
So this was a blast from the outside, and he didn't waste any time of getting that shot off. That's the first time that Orange County has really played the ball quickly towards frame.
Again, this corner kick fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Ball in back post, headed on down and cleared away by Portland.
Seaton looked to be frozen a little bit on that one, like he was afraid to actually play the ball.
Asheville will try the right flank again. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel with Shell Fuel Rewards. Out of play will be a throw in here for Portland, and that'll end the attack for now, but maybe some confidence there for Orange County before the break.
Well, Orange County just had 2 good opportunities where the buildup came from the middle. They haven't done that. I've been talking about it all half long. It's been on the wings, and it late in this half, actually in stoppage time, as Vinicius goes down and is slow to get up, and it's good for him that we're right before the half. But for the first time in the first 45+ minutes, OC was trying to take advantage of what Portland was giving them in the middle. That's something they need to go back into the locker room and say, if we're going to go down the wings, we can go down the wings, but let's work it into the middle and let's take our chances right in front of goal.
Our head official for today's match, Alejandro Mariscal. Towards the free kick to Portland.
And Mariscal hasn't had a lot to do in this game, and that's what you want. You know, there haven't been a lot of whistles. There's been no cards.
Hume there going down, and another free kick given. This might be the last kick of this first half.
I thought the whistle was actually to stop the half, but it was only 1 whistle rather than the 3.
And there's the halftime whistle, 0-0 at the break.
Orange County needs to go in and say we need to possess the ball from the middle into the final third and take our chances through the middle. Portland's going into the locker room, getting some refreshments and saying we need to play the second 45 the way we did in the first.
As we hit the break here, halftime at Championship Soccer Stadium, 0-0 between Orange County and Portland Timbers 2. We'll be back with first half highlights and stats, along with a look at some of the championship sides still in the U.S. Open Cup as it rages on towards July 10th.
what makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good? A lemon lime secret ingredient I'm never going to tell. 7-Up. Who's hungry? Do more with 7.
CISOshare is a global cybersecurity program development provider with over 20 years of experience. We believe in building progress-based security programs. It's not just about having documentation in place for compliance. It's about making sure that your documents, technologies, and other aspects of your cybersecurity environment work together as a complete system. CISOshare provides a team of cybersecurity experts, a proven security program methodology, and a security program that can scale and grow with your business. To learn more about cybersecurity, visit CISOshare.com.
Welcome back here into Championship Soccer Stadium. 0-0 at the break between Orange County and Portland Timbers 2. With that, let's take a look at news and notes from around the USL Championship. Of course, New Mexico United and St. Louis FC continue to move on in the U.S. Open Cup, but also a new side coming to the championship as early as next year. No, expansion in the league, and that is fantastic. Donovan Landon is involved in that San Diego team. You know, for me, New Mexico, the new kids on the block, not only coming into USL and doing amazing things, but now doing some amazing things in the Cup. St. Louis hasn't had as much success in championship, but wow, what a run they're having through the Cup. With that, let's take a look at that run that both these teams really have had through the Open Cup, taking down MLS sides once again during the midweek. New Mexico United and St. Louis FC, they'll be back in action coming up in early July in the next round of the Open Cup.
The quarterfinals. Back out for Serena. He has a good effort. Oh, that is sensational from Brandon Serena. Back in stride and back and forth with his club after U20 international duty. Ball sent the other way. Santi Moore might be able to get there. Good save off the line. Here's Prater in front. Come on, Prater! New Mexico United are level. Out of absolutely nothing. Moments after the go-ahead goal for FC Dallas. And it's Kevon Prater, who is on a Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup tear. Flipped in, back post. Justin Schmidt was there. Now it's Moore on the first time, still loose in front. Prater, still loose. Hamilton, and it's in for New Mexico. Sam Hamilton on the doorstep and puts New Mexico United on the doorstep of a date with the Loons of Minnesota United in the quarterfinals. FC Dallas 1, New Mexico 2.
For FC Cincinnati, it's 1 win in 12 as it's given away here at the back. Decoy to slide in Cicerone. Here's Cicerone peeling it back. Kadeem Dakers! Didn't get clean purchase on it. Tried to stab at it from 8 yards out. There from official at the ground. And Sanfik tries to head it back towards his goalkeeper Gomez, who bails him out. Eventually does give away Cincinnati. Towards Cicerone, well done to let it run. Cicerone! Not the most convincing save there from Przemysław Titon. As Hilton can now take the corner. Delivery here with pace. Fink! Sam Fink has done it! In front of the St. Louis. That might just be the goal that sends St. Louis FC through to the quarterfinal.
trying for goal again and playing the back of the net. The cross keeps the winner. Another brace.
Gallegos cuts it back. Gallegos! How about that finish?
And involve them in the process.
What does it mean to go full Mingo?
Going full Mingo means... What does it mean to go full Mingo?
You know what's funny is I actually hated that when I first heard it.
We say you never go half Mingo, you always go full Mingo. And that means just whatever the maximum extreme is, you go for it.
You're showing up there, you're passionate, you're wearing your gear, and you're being loud and proud in the brightest, boldest colors possible.
You're willing to be weird, you're willing to be, out there, stand proud.
It means to put all of your energy, your passion, and your love and support into Forward Madison. We're mere caretakers for this team. The team really belongs to Madison and the people of Madison.
I mean, I think everybody, to a certain degree, is interested in what their crest represents of the club they support. But it also means a lot more when the people that are actually in the stands every week are the ones that actually help make that happen.
The players on the field represent them.
From the get-go with our supporters, you can tell there's going to be a special connection. It motivates me every day to show up to training. It's why I play. And to be able to help foster a sense of community that fans and supporters connect with week in and week out, that's special to me. It's something that I cherish.
We've got a great facility to be proud of. We've got a team to be proud of. What this club is trying to do is offer a real sense of community to people from all different backgrounds, all different jobs, all different ages and everything. It's to each and every demographic is welcome.
The best thing we did was empower them, deputize them, and not get in their way. Just support them.
Welcome back into Championship Soccer Stadium. 0-0 at the half as we continue our halftime report. Next, let's check out the USL Championship scoreboard presented by Courtyard Marriott. And as you can see, already a few matches underway and going on tonight. Tampa Bay Rowdies on the other side, Eastern Conference, getting the win as well already today.
Yeah, we got a lot of matches early, and Nashville 2-2, so you got some firepower at home hosting the Fury. Birmingham and Hartford, 30 minutes in halftime. St. Louis, which we talked about, struggling in league play, but blasting their way through the cup, down 1-0 at home to NCFC. Phoenix rising 20 minutes in, and they're already rising above the energy and scoreless between Colorado Springs and Real Monarchs.
Yeah, I'm not sure who can stop Phoenix at this point. They're looking as good as they did in the Western Conference playoffs last season. Now let's take a look at our upcoming schedule presented by Destination Irvine, a place for business, a destination for fun. Now, as you can see, a big week coming up for Portland Timbers too.
Well, absolutely. Hosting Reno and then going back on the road and taking on Phoenix, which is a really difficult challenge for them. So they've got that midweek game and then next weekend, next Saturday, and both of those going to be tough matches. On the other side, you got San Antonio hosting the Locomotive. Love that name. And that's the midweek game. And then the Locomotive will be at Fresno on the 29th.
Yeah, San Antonio against El Paso. And catch that on ESPN News coming up this week. 0-0 at the break. We'll be back after this next one with first half highlights and stats as we get set for second half from Championship Soccer Stadium.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
Hey, what do you think that sign says?
Eat more What is Well, it's the start of a word. Something like eat more cheese or eat more chili.
Chocolate. Eat more chocolate.
No, it's chowder.
Chickpeas.
Chimichangas.
Cheesecake.
Chewing gum. It could be chewing gum.
That's not how you spell chicken. I'm pretty sure.
Getting set for the second half here in Irvine, California. And we'll head to our first half highlights, brought to you by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up.
Wasn't a lot of highlights, a couple of opportunities, and this was among them. Vinicius getting in the middle, and this was early on, and Seton putting a leg on it, but punches it wide right.
And it took a while, really, for Orange County to get going in this match from the point of view of getting connections in and around the box. Here was one of the best chances for Portland.
Yeah, they did everything on the counter, and this one almost results in an own goal. De Silva, really best two scoring opportunities for Portland in the first 45 plus 2 were really poor decisions by defenders, almost resulting in goals.
This one of the times the ball over the top worked for Contour and Orange County.
But just couldn't flick it as Quinn heads it right in the direction his body was facing. He needed to flick his head. Up until the waning moments of the first half, the opportunities were wide right, wide left, and over the top.
Quinn had a few good looks in that first half. 7 shots in total for Orange County, 2 on goal. But again and again, here's one of the top chances.
And this ball gets sent out and right outside, just inside the box. And it has to get punched away. But that was one of the few times. There were only 2 plays in the entire first half in which OC went right at the frame.
Your halftime stats here from the first half brought to you by Pro Sport. And as you can see, most of the chances going the way for Orange County. And if you're just joining us, really it's Portland Timbers trying to find that one counterattacking goal, maybe sneak away with a few points here on the road.
Yeah, they did not try to score. The one shot wasn't even much of a shot at all, not even near the target. Possession 56-44, that's about right. Offside created some missed opportunities for both teams, but the only stat that ever matters is the one up top. Orange County needs to come out of the locker room knowing they really do control this game and that T2 did not come in to win. If they play the way they did in the first half, but they put shots on frame, Orange County should come out with the win. If they play the way they did in the second half, the way they did in the first, where they possessed the ball, but they did not challenge the keeper, this may very well be a 0-0 game, or Portland might just get one in on the counter and call it a night.
Yeah, so far the tactic has been for Orange County, just try to put it over the top of the right or left wings. And if you're Portland, that's what you expect after so many times of it in the first half. But it's to be seen how Orange County will use their bench for sure. You talked about it multiple times, Bruce, on the air, where Vinicius just seemed to not have the speed at times to find those balls that were in open space on the right flank.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Cloutier goes and works his bench maybe after the 60th minute. Don't really think that we're going to see any changes before that. But, you know, if Vinicius continues to not be able to wrangle in balls and not get to balls on time, I would look to see, especially in a 0-0 game, to make a player-for-player, a like-for-like change up top and maybe be able to team up with Michael Seton a little bit more.
Getting set here for the second half, and we're underway from Championship Soccer Stadium, as Portland will get us going here in the second 45. Again, I'm Chris McCovic alongside me, Bruce Silverman, bringing you the action here from Southern California. Beautiful day here for the beautiful game. As Smith will take it in on the far side, breaks free to find some room, knocked in and headed away out of the box.
Not sure why you're trying to clear out the danger by putting the ball into the middle.
Trotter stuck on the right flank, brought down, tug of the jersey, and it's a free kick just like that for Orange County.
This is the type of game that Cloutier and company really wish that Duke was available, because this is a game that he would really be made for, and they're really going to be happy when they're able to get him back from injury.
Ojeda there, looks like he did see a yellow card in the moment, or at least a talking to from the referee. As that ball given directly straight away, not enough on it. Sarakowski works it out wide to the left side. Portland feeling something here. Kobayashi gets it ricocheted around in the box and cleared downfield by Amico.
There is one of those situations that Portland is just going to wait for. They're going to take what's given to them, and in that opportunity, it was almost an opportunity to get a goal. But this is the type of possession football that I was talking about.
Free kick given to Portland as Forrester brings down Dispay.
But that showed that they talked about the possession that they needed to have in the second half, because that was a situation where the ball went vertical, but it stayed on the pitch. None of that over the top. If they continue to keep the ball on the ground, I can almost assure you that they'll get 3 points out of this game. If they go back to going over the top, this may very well, and it was Ojeda who got the yellow card in the 46th minute. If they keep the ball on the ground, they keep possession, they will break through in the second half.
Horn still taking the throw in on the near side. They'll be brought back by our head official, Alejandro Mariscal. Hashimoto just knocking this down the field, flicked on.
And there's a situation that works out well. The ball gets to Seaton, but it should have been settled down and waited for the reinforcements. Ball's off the mark, but the ball's staying on the ground.
That was a really good look.
It really was. We've seen 2 possessions in a row where they know that they can possess the ball. So the conversation in the locker room was all about possessing, but smart possession in the final third. And that's exactly what they're trying to do right now.
Hashimoto, he'll try to play it over the top down the right flank. But this will one hop out of play, and it's a throw-in for the Timbers. Here's Smith on the far side. He had the game-tying goal at the death to rescue a point at home against Fresno last weekend.
And there just shows you exactly what Portland's game plan is. Just clear it out, send it all the way down. If it falls at the feet of somebody wearing a white kit, they can continue to run towards McLean. If not, well, we've cleared the line. We've cleared that midway stripe, and we'll just start it right back up.
Throw in here for Orange County as they move down the field. Forrester after it, as some time wasting maybe there by Ornstill. And a talking to here, and enough.
Well, there was a question about a handball.
Contour headed on there as Miller came flying in. Venetius after this one against Smith.
And there's one of those odd situations where he was able to use some speed to get on the ball. But where I have more of a concern of throw-in coming up on the far side is the throw-in on the near side to throw it into traffic, which very easily could have just been knocked down the pitch. You're in the final third. Use it to build up. You don't have to use a lot of energy to get the ball on frame.
Throw in here looks to be a long one from Amico. Falls through, chance coming. And cleared just in time by Ornstill.
Yeah, that was almost used as a corner with that long throw into the box. And unfortunate for OC that they weren't able to get clean swipes on the ball.
Falls through, dangerous one, headed on and over the crossbar.
Yeah, Trotter climbing the ladder and actually a collision with the keeper.
Ivicic down on that one as we take another look.
And the ball bounces. No, it wasn't Trotter that went up for it. It was actually Seaton. The ball was intended for Trotter the first time out. Seaton in a collision with the keeper, and he's still down. And now they're going to lobby Mariscal for a card on Seton, but that was a clean play for Seton. He was playing the ball just as much as the Portland keeper. Nothing comes off of it, but Portland really dodged a bullet here because the scoring opportunity 2 in a row, and Contour actually taking, or no, Amico was taking it on the far side, but Contour with a really nice throw in that really disrupted what Portland wanted to do defensively.
And the funny thing there is Mariscal actually gave a goal kick, didn't warrant a foul at all in the situation to Ivacic and Portland. They were arguing for a yellow card, but at the end of the day, he saw a fair game there for the forward. Absolutely.
He has called a very, very good game. The whistle has really not been used all that often. Only 1 yellow card on the evening, and that was early in this second half. And that's what you want. That's what you want in a football game. You don't want to know that the referee is really there. But for Cloutier, he's thrilled because they played 52 minutes. There's 1 yellow card that's been handed out on the evening, and it hasn't been to somebody in an orange kit.
Hume heads this up to keep it away from Portland. Hashimoto, good touch there to get it over to Contour, and it's back to Orange County.
Orange County needs to be really careful right now in the way that they move the ball with a lot of white kits in front of them.
After it was Forrester, but handed well there by the Timbers. Zarakowski after it, but lost it in the play. Ojeda, he'll draw the foul, and now a free kick for Portland. Excuse me, there on the play was Anguiona.
Portland trying to be a little bit more aggressive than they were in the first half, but the play remains the same.
Out of play, and the Timbers finding some breathing room here with a throw-in on the near side.
Fans follow Orange County Soccer Club the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL
And that's ushered out well.
UFC and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPN+.
Join us on Saturday, June 29th, when LA Galaxy 2 comes to town to take on OCSC. Pick up a family ticket pack for as little as $40 for 4 tickets. Plus, parking is free at the OC Great Park. Purchase tickets at orangecountysoccer.com/promotions. I'll be the other end of the 2-game homestand this week for Orange County SC, looking to leapfrog a few teams in the table.
And this is a game that's really ripe for them to get 3 points. They just need to string together some passes, and they're going up that right side. That is probably the 5th or 6th time the ball has gone out of play. We saw them come out of the locker room down the left side, keeping it on the ground, but that's the first time we've seen them go to the right and they go over the top and they lose possession of the ball. And that has been kind of the theme down that right side for the first 55 minutes.
Zarakowski knocks the ball down. Kobayashi now, through ball ahead, Langsdorff after it. No flag up. Some open room inside the box. Langsdorff back, Ojeda knocked down, and a save there by McLean, swept away by Hume.
And you saw that is Portland's game plan to a T. Get down the pitch, find some open space, pass it into the middle, get the shot off. McLean comes up big, but that was the best opportunity of the evening, and it took them 55 minutes to create it.
Really good look for Ojeda at the top of the box. Took a deflection on the way, but McLean saving it anyway. Portland still in possession. Try again, ball ahead, but headed back centrally by Hume. Try the right side now. Warren still working centrally, but losing it there is Wharton. Here comes Orange County. Trotter. Ball sent in, but dealt well with by Miller. Out of play, corner kick coming for Orange County, and we'll take a look at that last chance.
Good ball movement to get it forward. Flag stays down, working it into the box, laid off.
This OCSC corner kick is fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
Only one man in an orange kit inside the 6.
Headed down, but right into the arms of Ivicic, and Portland out of the situation.
Portland has to be playing with a little bit more confidence. OC has changed the way that they were going to approach the second half down the left side of the pitch. Down the right side of the pitch, they have not changed their game plan. So we've talked about it. Do they go and make the change?
We're hearing a substitution, meanwhile, coming on for Orange County.
And as I was about to say, will we see a substitution where 13 comes out, but it's actually Hashimoto who will come out?
And a more offensive player at that in Darwin Jones. This substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. 6 goals, he leads Orange County this season, and maybe the pop they need on the offensive end.
Entering the match is number 17, Darwin Jones.
So we'll see where Jones actually starts to insert himself offensively. Maybe that will be the change in the middle to kind of keep Portland a little bit more honest. Or you may very well see him out on that right side going up the wing.
Yeah, he's already on that right flank, settling in. Forrester stepping up a bit more in this formation. Seaton's still at the top. Leonardo stuck in a tough situation. That ball staying in place somehow, and it's back to Portland.
Took a funny hop in the English on the ball, just happened to keep it on the pitch.
Nico not happy with that call. Vinicius, meanwhile, off camera before that last substitution, took a bit to get play going. It's because he received a yellow card. He in the books now today is 4th of the season.
It'll be interesting to see between the play and the discipline if he's the next man off for OC.
Ball sent in there, good cross, but chested out of play by Amico. Another corner kick coming for Portland. That's going to be their 3rd of the match.
And Portland, their buildup right now has not been on the counter. It has been in possession, and they are creating some chances. And it is going to present challenges for the defense for Orange County.
Wharton on the end of this one. Leads the team in created chances. Sends this one in there. Headed up by Hume and saves the day. Out of play. 4th corner kick of the day for the Timbers coming.
So the man who formerly played at FC Dallas will keep everybody exactly where they are, just switching sides on this one as we've played an hour.
Right back the other way. Wharton showing the short route on this corner.
And that whistle because we're seeing a lot of activity inside the 6. So things need to settle down.
Ojeda. Service to the top of the box. And we'll go back to the right flank. Wharton here. Chance coming, put ahead, and the header goes out of play, off target, but a good look.
It was good possession, but I question why, if you're going to take the short, why do you feed it into the middle but make a player run onto the ball? If you're going to play it into the middle, serve it at his feet so he can immediately take the shot on goal. Play takes too long to develop, and now Orange County in possession.
They'll work the right flank. Trotter. Too heavy of a touch by Forrester. It's right back to the Timbers here. Wharton with some room in front of him.
And we still at this point have not truly seen what Darwin Jones was going to do with this substitution, because he really hasn't been involved in play yet. You see him there on the screen, but he has not gotten involved in the offense yet, and that's not what Orange County wants. He made that substitution for Hashimoto because they want to get Darwin Jones involved.
Yeah, Venetius now moving towards the left side, left center side, as Darwin Jones has taken over that right flank. Smith taking the throw in on the far side. He'll launch it towards the final third. A missed touch in the end by Amico. He's down hurt. Portland at the end line looking for a cross into the box. That's what they'll do. Wharton there, lets it settle. The strike off the left post. Stays alive for the Timbers. Kobayashi swept away. Chance coming, but sailing out of play for Anguiano. And Amico still down on the far side of the field as Portland rings it off the post.
Best opportunity of the evening for Portland. Settles down, off the laces, and it turned the other way. Wharton had a great look on goal, but the ball basically faded when he needed the hook.
So Amico was down in the middle of that play. Timbers, rightfully so, played on there with the chances. Amico, a key figure in that back line, making his 11th appearance of the season, 7 starts overall in this campaign.
Tried to play the ball and just came down awkwardly. Was a spectator throughout that entire exchange by Portland.
Check out the new OCSC merchandise arrivals for 2019, including new authentic jerseys players are wearing by Adidas at OrangeCountySoccer.com. Hume takes it in. As we move deeper and deeper into this game, Portland is actually seeing more counterattacking options when it really looked like Orange County was dictating this game.
Yeah, they've played themselves into a tremendous amount of they played with a tremendous amount of confidence, because Orange County has not been as aggressive in the second half as they were in the first half.
Ball back to Portland on this next one. We are hearing a second substitution is on the way for Orange County in the next few minutes. It's going to be an offensive one. As Portland taking their time here, stretching out the cramps. And Miller saying, hey, come on, let's get the trainer.
And that is Zach Kobayashi, who is down, the 21-year-old, who played with Orange County in 2017. But he's up, and there's a player that if you played here, you know what the conditions are going to be.
He's only had 2 appearances this season for Portland Timbers too, but he's looked good in his old home confines as we're back underway. Orange still the ball deep downfield down that right flank. Ojeda runs onto it. He'll keep it in play. Stopped by Hume, stays alive. Zarakowski off of Ojeda and back to Orange County. Both teams about to make some changes as Orange County breaks through on a bit of transition here. Ball sent in there, knocked away by Miller, and it's back to the Timbers. Brought down, and ball back over to Portland as we'll have a double substitution. Now here as Hurtado will come on, a forward for Portland. Will add to this attack. He drew a penalty against Fresno early on in that match that Portland then converted last week. And so will be a like-for-like switch with Kobayashi.
Entering the match is number 99, Ryan Hurtado. Leaving the match is number 97,
substitutions brought to you by Big Ones Inc.
Kobayashi.
Still waiting on that Orange County sub in the moments ahead. Foul on the near side. It goes back to Orange County. We're hearing some breaking news from the stadium confines as Michael Orozco is going to be heading back stateside after his time in Liga MX, and he will be joining Orange County, and that'll be a huge addition for the side as they try to get back to that regular season championship status in the Western Conference.
He's had a few caps with the U.S. men's national team. 29, you know, give or take.
Wharton steps up. Here's Sarakowski now working that left flank. Foul called as Amico is back on the field and gives up the foul there. And a key dangerous opportunity coming.
Was going step for step, but was called for the infraction. So set piece opportunity.
Roscoe spending most of his time in Liga MX. Has spent some time stateside, alone with Philadelphia Union, back all the way in their inaugural season in 2010. Now he'll be finding his home in Southern California. Sub coming up for Orange County in the next few moments. We're hearing Vinicius Day will be done on that sub. You can understand that with the card he's on.
Well, between the card and also moving to the inside once Jones came in for Hashimoto. But this set piece could be interesting.
Ball sent in right into the wall. And they'll play it all the way back to their keeper, Ivicic.
Yeah, wasted opportunity on that set piece by Portland, sending it into a two-man wall rather than lifting it into the box.
Knocked back into the back line. He handled back towards the midfield. Flicked on to Orange County. Forrester finding some room down the right flank here in the 68th. 0-0. Thank you for joining us here on ESPN+. Orange County, they were on a 7-match unbeaten streak and lost 3-0 against Phoenix Rising last weekend, trying to get back to another stretch here. But they'll have to take down the Portland Timbers, who are on a 5-match unbeaten streak of their own. Ball into the box and cleared away pretty easily by Disbay. We have throw in here for Orange County. Van Wolfgang will be coming on for Vinicius. Like for like switch. Wolfgang giving 1 goal, 3 assists, and leading Orange County in created chances this season with 29.
Yeah, it just gives a lot more fresh legs for Orange County. But I like that last exchange where the ball got into the middle and the shot was taken right away.
Of course, that substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc. As Vinicius Day is done. Some struggles on the right wing, but did have some opportunities into the box. Ball sent in, headed up and away, and a foul called on the service, and it will be a free kick for Portland. Join us on Saturday, June 29th, when LA Galaxy 2 comes to town to take on OCSC. Pick up a family ticket pack for as little as $40 for 4 tickets. Plus, parking is free at the OC Great Park. Purchase tickets at orangecountysoccer.com/promotions.
Up until this point, Orange County knows that they have played well enough for 3 points. They've just not put the ball on frame enough to earn themselves 3 points.
11 shots, just 3 on target to this point. On the other side, Portland, 5 shots, 1 on target. Jones flicks this on ahead. Maybe a chance blooming for Van Wolfgang, but no. Offsides flag is up. First time in a while in this match.
Yeah, but how about that? You get Van Wolfgang involved immediately. And you get just a great opportunity here. Nice little flick. And this is just from one substitute to the other. But the flag goes up. Last second save as it was. But you got to be happy if you're OC that your 2 substitutes just connected on what could have been the game-winning goal.
Hurtado plays this ahead, a good run by Sarakowski, but ball a bit too quick for him on that one, and it's a goal kick coming. Calixtro will come on now as another substitution comes for Portland. These substitutions brought to you by Big Ones Inc. Langsdorff will be making way for Calixtro. As a leg-for-leg switch at the top of the formation. Calixtro spending time with the U18-19 squad from the Portland Timbers, 4 goals and 14 starts, and has spent time in the last 2 seasons with Portland Timbers, scoring 2 goals in 15 appearances. Of course, has 2 scores as well this season.
So now what Cameron Knowles has done is he's completely rebuilt what his forwards look like. So you got fresh legs up top, and it's not like Portland was really pressing ahead quickly with Langsdorff and Kobayashi. Maybe they'll go and try to steal the 3 points now with less than 20 minutes to go. And a kind of a rebuilt middle and right side for Cloutier.
Portland has looked really good at times in the second half, stretching out this field on the counterattack. But now Orange County trying to do the same. Forrester into the box, will flick it on wide to Quinn. Ball sent in, headed away out of the box as Hume tries to keep the attack alive. They'll fall all the way back. And through the Orange County back line here in the 73rd.
Hume has had a relatively quiet game up until this point.
Well, down the right flank, cleared straight up into the air by Smith. That'll probably go out for a throw, and indeed it does with Jones on the far side.
Yeah, another good build-up. That's basically all that Portland could do, is just clear out the danger momentarily and give Amica a throw.
Can make the long ones into the box. See how deep he can get it here. Headed on through, falls free and cleared up into the air by Portland.
Yeah, those long throws that he's kind of trying to use them like corners have been effective.
Here's Forrester on the left side. Sends it in there and headed again from inside the box. Cleared up and out of play. Will go back to Portland. Fans follow Orange County SC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Ball stolen back by Orange County meanwhile. Wolfgang works it on down the right side. Jones, good touch there to keep it barely in play.
And what a difference keeping the ball on the ground on that right side.
Jones sends it into the box, but right to Ornstill, who chests it down. It'll be driven out of play.
Portland a little frantic defensively. They're not used to seeing that attack really come from the right side, as so many opportunities have gone out of play.
Here comes the long throw in. Howard in there, headed up and out of the box. Van Wolfgang a good volley, but deflected away, and Hurtado will help it along to midfield. Near side contour sends it in there and knocked away once again. Clearances keep on coming for Portland.
Some really solid attacks from the wings by OC. And Portland still playing with what OC gives them from an offensive standpoint.
Portland now about 15 minutes away maybe from stealing a road point. Of course, they've had some good attacks in the second half, looking for the 3 points.
This is where Portland can be very, very dangerous. Ball at their feet, numbers front.
They'll try the right flank. Hurtado brings it on. Runs onto the ball towards the end line. Can he keep it in play? He does, and McClain pounces on it. And it's back to Orange County.
And we talked about that rebuilt front line for Knowles. Hurtado looking for Calixtro. If there was more pace on that pass, then Calixtro comes in and very well can pounce it home. There just wasn't enough pace on it. By the time he got there, there wasn't much that he could do because he was surrounded defensively.
Amico back down, feeling that injury from before, just some cramping out there.
Yeah, the 23-year-old from Indianapolis, played previously with Swope Park Rangers. And you could see how wrapped up that right leg is. And he came, don't forget, he came down awkward on that far side about 10 minutes ago.
Both teams still with one substitution.
No, it does give everybody an opportunity to get a beverage and to get your hand taped up.
Ed Dispay there, taking in the opportunity. As Amico, he gave the signal. See if it actually occurs in the next few moments. This day might be done.
And that's one of those substitutions that Brandon Coultier does not want to make with 14 minutes left in this game. You don't want to pull out a defender.
Yeah.
And that's his third substitution. So the good news for Orange County is the two substitutions that you made earlier in this half were for attacking players. Now you're going to have to bring in a defender to kind of just hammer this game down. And with Portland pressing a lot more, and as much as Amico has been brought into service, this substitution will be important because not only will they miss him defensively, but he's been very effective on those long distance throw-ins.
So it will be Kevin Coleman, a forward coming on. So we'll see how the tactics change out there with the formation, if they're going for it with a higher line and more forwards, or if he's going to settle into a right wing spot, or they're going to bring someone back.
Well, that will present itself the next time we see Portland on the other side of the pitch.
Ball over the top, Hurtado after it. McLean has to head it. Blickstra tried to chip him, but driven low and right into a defender.
Yeah, right now, Orange County playing down a man.
Substitution coming on, and it will be Kevin Coleman. And this substitution brought to you by Big Ones Inc., as he will be on for the injured Amico.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Substitution for Orange County Soccer Club in the 79th minute.
Coleman, the Fairfax, Virginia native, his first appearance in this 2019 campaign.
And he does well to usher it out of play. And with the way that he's jogging forward, does not look like he's going to be replacing Amico on that back line.
And Forrester looks like he's settled into a right wing spot now, maybe that right back spot that Amico was in. Coleman. Hume pressured pretty well. Gives it off to Contour on the near side.
Yeah, at this point, Portland knows they can't give a lot of space to OC, or they'll find themselves on the losing end.
Dykstra, nice through ball ahead. Hurtado on it, into the box. Knocked down from behind and into the arms of McLean. Trying to pounce on it quickly. Contact from Leonardo, but no call on the play.
Yeah, good no call on that. Little rubbing his racing in that situation. Hurtado probably took too long to try to get his scoring opportunity, but now on the other end.
Into the box. Van Wolfgang trying to pounce on it. Miller, the clearance, deflected off the Orange County player. He gets back to it.
Yeah, good build-up. Just unfortunate they couldn't take a swipe.
Forrester in there, headed away by Dispay. Quinn will come on to it. 81st minute now, 0-0 between Portland Timbers 2 and Orange County SC. Hurtado.
Yeah, Contour's going to want that one back.
Forrester after it, and will barely keep it in play with the tackle. Good touch there.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Trotter, right wing now with Jones, into the box. The strike, trickles off the left post, second go at it, deflected away.
I'm not sure how that doesn't make it in, and I'm not sure how I'm not sure how Seton doesn't pounce on that.
Jones with such power at that near post, but somehow, some way that doesn't go in. Here it is.
Yeah, Jones, brilliant. Looks like a shot. Ricochets off the post. Get another look at a little bit different angle. Seton just couldn't find a way to get his legs on it. But you see the difference that has been made with Jones coming in and playing up top with Seton. The pace has been different. The ball has been on the ground, and the scoring opportunities have increased as well.
Some confidence entering these final 9 minutes for Orange County on that play, as Contour is wide open on this left flank. Service in and falls through the box untouched.
And intended target was Seton on that one, and it just didn't find Seton's head. But you see life in both of these teams. 2 substitutions for the visitors. All the substitutions have been used. So fresh legs, and you see it right here in Jones.
Jones looking for the opportunity, cuts back. Ben Wolfgang deflected away out of play. Corner kick coming for Orange County. This OCSC corner kick fueled by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
Yeah, Orange County right now, they're getting more and more confident as they're taking more and more shots, and they're putting them on frame. They're just running into good defense and good goalkeeping in the 6 right now. But you got to wonder, if they continue to keep up this pace in the next 8 minutes, can they break through?
Quinn sends it in. One hop, poor corner kick, and it's going to be cleared by Sarakowski.
And a poor clearance of that. Yeah, you're wondering why that ball doesn't get lifted up and at least give an opportunity to head it home. But then that clearance was poor, and you're going to get another opportunity here. This is where you miss Amico.
Yeah, coming over the take, it is Contour all the way from his left back spot. Here's another player with a rocket of an arm.
Kind of strange to say that in a soccer match, isn't it? He's got a rocket of an arm, but he does.
Could be a quarterback. Slung it in there, and tough call. Corner kick coming for Orange County once again. Brought to you by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel.
When's the last time you saw a quarterback throw with 2 hands?
It's not ideal, but if you pitch it, triple option maybe, could work.
This is in the 1950s.
Quinn sends it in there and headed away.
Good effort by OC to stay in.
Good
the
stop there. The header inside the box. Portland just trying to find some breathing room at this point. Headed out, and Forrester has a throw-in.
Yeah, Orange County right now with that front line of Seton, Van Wolfgang, and Jones are just really going to take their chances.
Out of play, and a goal kick. Ivicic complaining about something, as that service was well off target by Jones. Excuse me, Trotter there.
Yeah, this game may very well end up at 0-0, and if it does, as you see Miller and Mariscal having a conversation, if this game ends up 0-0, OC will take the points because they need to get back on track, but they're going to know that they left 2 points on the table. Portland, we knew coming in when we saw this back line of 5, we knew that they would be very happy to play for the point.
That's something Coach Cloutier mentioned to us, is just luck not being on their side. And he even admitted it. He said there were moments in our run last year where there was total luck on our side. This year it just hasn't been there with the injuries and everything, but just moments like this as well, in which they just can't find the back of the net or give up a goal late in some matches.
Well, I think a lot of this is they're going to look back at the opportunities that they could have created in the first half that they just didn't put on frame. That's going to be the story. They've done a lot more of what they needed to do in the second. They made the adjustments that they needed to in the locker room, but they're going to look back at the first half and say, we needed to play in the first half the way we did in the second.
by Contour into the box, headed on by Jones. Seaton gets a touch to it, still falling through, chances in the box, and cleared away, no penalty. Cleared away by Portland.
I think someone's a little frustrated.
Sounds like Cameron Knowles and his staff want Portland to put the pressure on. Maybe that's why, as Hurtado makes the interception and it's out of play.
Hume a little frustrated with himself for putting it out of play past the goal line and not past the touch line. And late in this game, this is where Portland can steal 3 points. They have been outplayed throughout the game. They haven't done a lot offensively, but here's an opportunity with the corner that they can take advantage of, and they can just basically get that goal because OC has been napping.
Ojeda will take it. Ball sent, headed on, beautiful look. And there it is, Timbers find the back of the net. Bruce calling the moment, as I believe it was Miller there with the touch of the near post.
Very unfortunate for OC that they play the better game, but on a counter moment, and that's all that Portland has done throughout the match, is tried to create counter opportunities. This one turns into a corner. It's put in the air brilliantly and just flicked right on, finding the back of the net, and that is the dagger in the heart of the home team, because this match had been theirs up until the 88th minute.
Ojeda there with the assist on the goal as it was headed on by Miller, and the experienced former New York Red Bull puts Portland on top on the road.
And you see a sigh of relief from Cameron Knowles, because he knows if this is the way that this game ends, he stole 3 points in his visit to Southern California.
Hurtado all the way back fighting for this one. And now Orange County just can hope for a point as Hurtado goes down, headed up and away out of the box. Second chance coming, hopping wide, and Ivicic not worrying about that as he made the dive.
Yeah, that shot just going wide right. The hips were open. If that was put on frame, it might very well have gone in for Quinn. Kind of the story of the evening, as Hurtado is down.
Trying to make a case for a foul, maybe.
Well, this is twofold. Number one, trying to get a foul or a card, which he's not going to get. The second is this is taking precious time off the clock. Some of it will go back on, but clearly now with Portland in that late goal, this game is theirs. They just need to find a way to clear it and finish it out.
Stay with us at the conclusion of our match for our man of the match and save of the match, along with full match highlights as well, as Hurtado is helped to his feet.
One substitution remaining for Portland.
Roy Miller's first goal this season for Portland Timbers, first in a Portland Timbers 2 uniform. As Ivicic will send this on down the field. Out of play will be a throw-in on the far side. 4 minutes of stoppage time coming from Championship Soccer Stadium here as Orange County looks to equalize late on. A chance here to bat it down the field with Forrester.
Yeah, Orange County is just going to have to be frantic going to the left if they have any chance of equalizing this game.
There come the Timbers. Hurtado receives the ball over the top of the box, a chance, back of the net. The sub on, and he's in the back of the net with that one. Hurtado finds his third in a Timbers 2 uniform, and certainly they've stolen the 3 points on the road.
Counter has been the opportunity for Portland all evening long. They haven't been able to take advantage, but late in this game, that is exactly what they do. Just in the second minute of stoppage, defensive breakdown by Orange County as the numbers were not there. Look at who was back. Contour was back for OC, but the other guy going back there was Kevin Coleman. Kevin Coleman has been playing as a midfielder, as a forward. That is how much of the counter has been for Portland. Now 2-0. This is a match that OC is going to go back and say, where did the wheels fall off?
And Hurtado there, top of the box, beautifully weighted touch on that one, just over the top of McLean as he rushed in. This ball out of play, and it's back to Ivicic.
Yeah, that was basically, that was the pin in the balloon right there. Because down one, you could still push forward, create chances, put balls on frame, and hope that you can get even at one apiece, call it a night. But with that second goal, and with less than 3 minutes to play, when you haven't been able to take advantage of the opportunities you've had, this is the type of hole that Orange County is going to find that it's nearly impossible to clean out of.
And we talked about throughout the broadcast, Orange County trying to take advantage of a packed table, maybe 3 points really launching them up into playoff position. But Portland Timbers 2, they've certainly taken advantage of that tonight. In the live table in the USL Championship, they would move up to the second spot just behind Phoenix Rising with this win, if obviously they're able to hold on, barring a miracle by Orange County.
Well, it's going to have to start with Jones here. That pass isn't going to do it.
Contour, right flank. Jones comes on, deflected, and Sarakowski will be all over this one and bat it down the field.
Orange County wanted a handball inside the box. McLean's going to have to do more than that. That ball needed to be sent down into the final third in a hurry.
Right flank. Jones. Ball sent in. Good look, but just not finding the right head in there. As Hurtado, the goal scorer, comes onto it.
Credit Orange County for not giving up the fight, but they have really hurt themselves.
McLean comes on, and he'll take it in. Ojeda takes it in centrally as Portland looks to burn off some time here. Contour will bring it down. One last chance here for Orange County, at least avoid the clean sheet. Knocked away, and Orange still preserves it. But not only that, we saw Portland come into this match looking with a defensive lineup out there, and they're going to preserve the clean sheet on the road most likely.
Yeah, this is a fantastic win for Timbers too. They have done everything they needed to do to get a point, and even more to get 3.
Of course, that corner kick brought to you by Shell Fuel Rewards. Text now to 83835 to download the app and begin saving on fuel. McLean sends this deep into the box. Falls through for Quinn and cleared away.
At that point, McLean should have just picked up the ball in the circle and just kept running with it. At this point, you're down by 2. Pull your keeper. See if you can get at least 1.
Van Wolfgang there, testing Ivicic. He'll send this off maybe for the final time this evening. And indeed it will be. Portland Timbers 2 heading on the road to Southern California. And they're headed home with 3 points and a clean sheet. and in second place currently on the live table in the USL Championship. Patrick McLean is our man of the match, brought to you by Body Armor. With some key saves in there throughout the match, but unfortunately giving up too late as the defense pushed ahead with the offense, of course. Tonight's save of the game brought to you by CISO Share, moving security programs forward.
And it was a good one. That saved the opening goal until very, very late in the second half, but that would have been a dagger own goal, and it was just the beginning of a frustrating evening for Orange County as they drop a heartbreaker 2-0 to the visitors from Portland.
There's Brian Hurtado, who put the icing on the cake for the Portland Timbers 2 with a goal in stoppage time, the insurance tally. Unfortunately for Orange County SC, the woes continue, and this time at home with their second home loss of the season. We'll recap with full match highlights and stats coming up next here on ESPN+.
Hey, what do you think that sign says?
Eat more What is ch? Well, it's the start of a word. Something like eat more cheese or eat more chili.
Chocolate. Eat more chocolate.
No, it's chowder.
Chickpeas.
Chimichangas.
Cheesecake.
Chewing gum. It could be chewing gum.
That's not how you spell chicken. I'm pretty sure.
CISO Share is a global cybersecurity program development provider with over 20 years of experience. We believe in building progress-based security programs. It's not just about having documentation in place for compliance. It's about making sure that your documents, technologies, and other aspects of your cybersecurity environment work together as a complete system. CISO Share provides a team of cybersecurity experts, a proven security program methodology, and a security program that can scale and grow with your business. To learn more about cybersecurity, visit CISOshare.com.
Welcome back into Championship Soccer Stadium. This time around, it's Portland Timbers 2 celebrating the victory on the road against Orange County SC. With that, let's check out our full match highlights brought to you by 7-Up. Do more with 7-Up.
Early in this game, it was just punch, counter punch, and Portland's game plan was we're just going to try to score on the counter. And there's an opportunity to score without even putting the ball on frame.
Yeah, almost the second match in a row that Orange County gave up an own goal. This time around, though, a good save by McLean.
Opportunities for Orange County on the other side. First half, they just couldn't find a way to put it on frame. They had the opportunities. When they go and watch the film of this game, it's going to be opportunities they couldn't take advantage of.
This great save at the near post by Ivacic.
Flash from the outside, and that was probably one of the best shots taken on the day for the home team.
Portland really got things going on the counterattack late in the second half, though.
The counterattack was going to be the bread and butter of Portland throughout this match. It proved to be the winning formula for them. They just wore down Orange County. Orange County just couldn't take advantage of the opportunities that they had. And when the opportunities presented themselves to Portland, that's exactly what they did. That was the best opportunity up until that point, as the captain just put it off the woodwork.
Wharton ringing the post and Orange County back the other way.
And there is one that Seaton's going to want to watch on film and probably slow it down to like 10 seconds per frame. But this one just kind of squirted through and got around Seaton.
Beautiful look here on the header by Miller, and this is what made it 1-0.
Ball that wasn't cleared off properly off that back line results in a corner right before the end of the original 90. They take advantage of it, It's 1-0. Make it 2-0 right here on the lob.
Beautiful touch here by Hurtado, top of the box, his third of the season.
And it was so well timed too. He felt the pressure defensively, made sure that when McLean came out, he put enough air under the ball and got himself the goal. I mean, but you look at that, 16 shots, only 4 on target. That is why Orange County lost this game. But when you put 4 on frame and you get 2 goals out of it on the road, when you're only possessing the ball 43% of the time, that's how you escape with a win.
As we look at our Pro Sport full match stats, Cloutier talked to us ahead of this broadcast saying, we need possession. We're frustrated because we're not getting possession. They had a lot of it in this match, a lot of chances, just couldn't find the back of the net, a frustrating time at home.
But what he also asked for was quality possession.
Yes.
And they did not have quality possession in the final third.
Portland, meanwhile, finding the back of the net multiple times on the transition and, of course, via a set piece, an important talking point into this match for the Portland Timbers. I'd like to thank our entire crew here from Championship Soccer Stadium. Alongside me, Bruce Silverman, I'm Chris Makoviak. Orange County now will be back at home next Saturday against LA Galaxy 2, looking to right the woes. They go down 2-0 today to the Portland Timbers 2. Have a great night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.